Linguistic intelligence is all about the power of words. People strong in this type of intelligence excel at reading, writing, storytelling, and communicating ideas effectively. They can capture attention with the way they express themselves, whether it's through poetry, speeches, novels, or even persuasive conversations. Writers, journalists, public speakers, and lawyers often rely heavily on this skill. But it's not just about big professions. Anyone with strong linguistic intelligence tends to enjoy learning new languages, playing with words, and finding the perfect way to phrase something. This type of intelligence helps us connect ideas and emotions through language, making it a cornerstone of culture and human connection. It's about shaping thoughts into words that resonate, inform, or inspire. Logical-mathematical intelligence, on the other hand, is the ability to think logically, analyze problems, and recognize patterns. People who are strong in this area enjoy reasoning, working with numbers, and solving puzzles. It's the intelligence of scientists, mathematicians, engineers, and computer programmers. They tend to ask big questions like, "Why does this happen?" or "What's the pattern here?" Logical thinkers break problems down into steps, making sense of complex situations through structured reasoning. Whether it's creating algorithms, balancing equations, or strategizing a winning move in a game, logical mathematical intelligence allows someone to approach challenges with clarity and precision. At its core, it's the type of intelligence that thrives on structure, cause and effect, and the deep satisfaction of solving problems with reasoned solutions. Spatial intelligence is all about seeing the world in images and shapes. It's the ability to visualize, imagine, and mentally manipulate objects, even when they aren't physically present. People with strong spatial intelligence often have a natural talent for art, design, architecture, engineering, and navigation. They think in pictures and are good at interpreting visual information like maps, diagrams, and blueprints. For example, an artist might imagine how colors and forms come together on a canvas, while an architect can visualize a building long before it's constructed. Even in everyday life, spatial intelligence helps us find our way around, pack a suitcase efficiently, or assemble furniture by picturing how the pieces fit. It's a skill that brings imagination to life, turning mental images into real-world creations. In short, it's the intelligence that helps people shape and navigate the physical and visual spaces around them. Musical intelligence is the ability to understand, create, and appreciate sound and rhythm. People strong in this intelligence can pick up on patterns in music, recognize melodies, and often have a natural sense of rhythm. They might be skilled at singing, playing instruments, composing, or simply remembering tunes easily. But musical intelligence isn't limited to professional musicians. It's also found in those who use rhythm and sound to learn or express themselves. For example, some people study better by listening to background music or use songs to memorize information. This type of intelligence taps into emotions as well, since music has a powerful way of expressing feelings and bringing people together. Whether it's a composer creating a symphony, a DJ mixing beats, or someone who can't help but tap their foot to the rhythm, musical intelligence highlights how sound can be both a tool for expression and a way of understanding the world. Bodily-Kinesthetic Intelligence is the intelligence of movement. It's about using the body skillfully, whether for physical expression, problem-solving, or creating. Athletes, dancers, surgeons, and craftspeople often demonstrate this intelligence in action. They have a strong awareness of how their bodies move and can coordinate actions with precision. But bodily-kinesthetic intelligence isn't only about sports or performance. It also shows up in people who enjoy working with their hands, building things, or learning through physical activity. Some people remember information better when they act it out or physically engage with the material. This type of intelligence emphasizes the connection between mind and body, where movement becomes a form of learning and expression. It's about turning thought into action and using the body as a tool for creativity, mastery, and communication. Interpersonal intelligence is the ability to understand and interact effectively with others. People who are strong in this intelligence are skilled at reading emotions, motivations, and intentions in those around them. They often make good leaders, teachers, counselors, or team players because they know how to connect with people and build relationships. Interpersonal intelligence is about empathy and communication, being able to sense how someone is feeling and responding in a way that makes them feel understood. It can be as simple as knowing when a friend needs support, or as complex as mediating conflicts between groups. This type of intelligence helps create cooperation and harmony in communities, workplaces, and families. It's the intelligence that thrives on connection, showing that understanding others is just as valuable as understanding abstract ideas. Intrapersonal. Intrapersonal intelligence is the ability to understand yourself, your own thoughts, emotions, motivations, and goals. People with strong intrapersonal intelligence have a deep sense of self-awareness. They can reflect on their feelings, recognize their strengths and weaknesses, and use that insight to guide their decisions. Writers, philosophers, and thinkers often demonstrate this intelligence, but it also shows up in anyone who takes time to reflect and grow. Someone with strong intrapersonal intelligence might keep a journal, enjoy meditation, or set personal goals with clarity. This type of intelligence is about turning inward and making sense of your own inner world. It helps people stay true to themselves, manage emotions, and navigate life with self-knowledge. Intrapersonal intelligence shows that understanding yourself is the foundation for understanding the choices you make and the path you want to follow. Naturalistic. Naturalistic intelligence is the ability to recognize, categorize, and draw meaning from the natural world. People with this type of intelligence have a strong connection to nature. They notice details about plants, animals, and the environment that others might overlook. Farmers, botanists, veterinarians, and environmentalists often display naturalistic intelligence, but it's not limited to professions. Even someone who loves gardening, hiking, or identifying constellations is using this form of intelligence. It's about observing patterns in nature, respecting ecosystems, and feeling at home in the outdoors. In modern life, naturalistic intelligence also helps people understand complex systems and think about how humans fit into the larger environment. It reminds us of our connection to the Earth and the importance of caring for it. Existential. Existential intelligence is sometimes called the intelligence of big questions. It's the ability to think deeply about life, death, purpose, and the universe. People strong in this intelligence are drawn to philosophy, spirituality, and the search for meaning. They ask questions like, why are we here? Or what does it mean to live a good life? While not everyone thinks about these issues regularly, those with existential intelligence find them fascinating and essential. This intelligence shows up in religious leaders, philosophers, and even scientists who ponder the mysteries of existence. It doesn't always provide clear answers, but it encourages reflection and exploration of ideas that go beyond the everyday. Existential intelligence helps people connect with something larger than themselves, whether that's through faith, philosophy, or a sense of wonder about the cosmos. It's the intelligence that looks beyond the surface of life and asks the questions that define the human experience.